This is when you get frustrated. All right, we're back again. I'm going to give everybody a chance to get back in. My God, I'm so sorry. Yeah, that sucked. And it looked like I had hit end feed the moment that y'all were able to get in. So I'm going to give everybody a second to get in because I know everybody's confused, wondering what on earth is going on. It's called, apparently I hit that button a little too soon. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Lisa. Yeah, I'm going to give everybody a second. It's so funny because once the notifications came in saying, hey, we can see you, I had just hit the end button and I'm like, oh my God. So, all right, we're going to try this again. I saw that the wireless thing had gotten cut off on the phone. My guess is when it tried to do that emergency shutdown, something must have happened with that. The little thingy got stuck on the button. All right, we're looking good. Yeah, I apologize for that, y'all. I definitely did not mean to do that. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with this. I got all my blacks cut. I got my whites cut. I had my reds cut. The only thing, and I've got them already made into petals. The only thing I don't have made into petals are the green part. But one thing you notice, the petals get so big. These are the smaller ones that I cut off from the neck over here. So I'm like, hey, we're just going to reuse those. So yeah, that's okay. And if not, you can catch the replay, Lisa. I appreciate that. The giraffe is born. There's a giraffe being born. Actually, yeah, what zoo? I'm actually I like watching little baby animals be born. So I already had these little petals made. I think these are the lolly variety. And again, guys, I put so many holes in this thing. I showed Tanya, and I bet you she was thinking it looks like freaking Swiss cheese. And she's like, are you going to use all of them? I'm like, no. I just had no idea where I was freaking going to put anything. So I just made tons of holes. I went drill crazy with this board. We're going to go off of whatever the backside looks like when it's finished as to where the placement of everything goes. So that's why I don't ignore all these holes right now. And no, the Unique and the Creek board does not look like this. I mean, this is the board, but it does not look like a piece of Swiss cheese. Yes, we are back. Somehow, when I had that little fiasco thing earlier with the little button at the top, we had an issue, and I must have turned the wireless button off. You got to have the wireless button on in this house. Otherwise, Sprint just sucks. I'm just going to be honest with you. It sucks. Kind of like in my school building. At least that's the one thing. Admin never has to worry about me being on my phone or something because I can't get on my phone. So, even by my window. I have a big giant wall outside. I can't get signal. So, I know it does look like an Italian. When I was painting it, I was like, oh my gosh, this looks like Italy or something. I did, Joan, I put a lot of extra holes in here. That's why I said ignore all the extra holes for now. Because, I'll be honest, my brain was dead. And I'm like, you know what? I can't do it anymore. I am just going to put holes everywhere and we're going to figure this thing out. And then we'll flip it over at the end and whatever the back side of it looks like is where the holes should be. Yeah, I was working on it last night and the knuckle started splitting open again and it started bleeding. Not big, not like a pool, like when I first cut it. But it did start bleeding once again. I was like, great. Then I got the top as well. Then I cut the thumb with an X-Acto knife because I was working on a different project because I like to try different things. Thank you so much, Sandra. I appreciate the share. Thank you. Yeah, so definitely throw some likes, throw some loves, and let's share this little baby out. I don't know why I say little baby, because he is definitely not so little. This is one hummingbird that mother does not want to give birth to. So, see, this is what I should have realized last night, that once we put the board on, that I should have left, looks like about, what is that? 1, 2, about 3 inches. So when we did the top on here, I had filled it up way high. I should have just went ahead and left 3 inches open because we'd have to place these on top. You're not going to see it anyway. I need to put a hole here too. Now, I did. I did. So, all right, let me grab some more of these. All right, these were the ones I made from last night, so they don't quite look like the rest of, they don't look like my little spoon, but that's okay. We're going to work with it. And it looks like one needs to go here. I don't know if I do have a hole right there. Let's put that in there, because it's going to look funky otherwise. Let me see if I can get to it. Otherwise, it's going to look a little funky. We're going to lift this one up. And that's why I said this is the part where, honestly, my brain stopped thinking and I couldn't figure out what else to do. So, Aquaphor. Yeah, I've tried a bunch of stuff. My hands just get so incredibly dry. It's ridiculous. So, all right, that is where I like it. Let me move that other zip tie, because there's a zip tie hidden back there. Got spray painted so you can't see it. There. All right. Fabulous. It looks like I got another one in there zip tied somewhere too, but that's okay. Not a problem. We'll figure it out later. All right, let's get these going. This is the easy part. That's the funny part, guys. The body was the tedious part. Putting on all those green things last night, you should have seen me. I had to keep taking breaks. I was like, oh my God, there's so many feathers. The lolly technique is just a way of, I hope this is going to fit in there. I really pushed the limit on this one. It probably should have an 8-inch in there, but the fact is you can't get an 8-inch through the canvas. So we're going to try to make it work. I'm just going to put some muscle into it, I hope. And if not, I'm going to figure out something else. Nope, it's not going to work. All right. That's okay. We will figure out something else. Let's try putting it through those holes instead. That's one of those things. You have to be flexible and willing to change. That's a good thing about, that's the part about being a teacher too. You gotta be flexible and you gotta adapt. I'll have to do something. I'll be honest, I'm one of those women, I won't even wash my makeup off at the end of the night. As a matter of fact, last night, I went to bed with my mascara on. Shocker. And my 24-hour lip color, which was still on in the morning time. I did take it off, though, because my lips were feeling kind of dry. I'm terrible about skincare. I'll be honest with y'all. I'm terrible. Absolutely terrible. The great thing I like about these petals, at the beginning, and I noticed this about the feathers, too. When I flip him over, you'll see that we took a lot out. I found out that you could get about that much distance between. You could get an easy 2 inches between the rows of the feather, and then for these little guys about 2 inches as well. So it really ended up not being as complicated as I was making it at the very, very, very beginning. But again, that's one of those things you just don't know until you get started. April just had, oh, I remember little April. April the giraffe. That's the problem with this one. I wonder. Come on. I really need this. Yes, score! Super crafter muscles right there. Or as my 3-year-old says, super gecko muscles. So. All right. And we're going to get this one in here. This one looks like another tight one that we're probably going to have to choose a different spot for, but I will see. I actually think we can get away with moving this up here. So let's check if I want it here or here. We want it right there. All right. That's why I said you kind of have to play with these things and figure out how you're going to do it. All right. And get that in here. Now the one thing is when you see him finished at the end, you're having radiation right now. Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. All right, there we go. And I don't think we're going to need anything. I know we see a little bit here, but honestly, I think once we get all the other petals put on there, then we'll be fine. So I don't think it's going to matter. I've got one to go in right here, although it looked like nope, he's right there. So I think I want one here. So we're going to add another one in those two spots. I'm still using my Dollar Tree caddy thing that I made to hold everything too. I'm actually pretty proud of myself with that. So cheap, and it organizes everything so well. If y'all didn't check out that video, it was just my dollar store hack that I didn't want to spend a lot of money on something to organize. So I was like, you know what? I go to the Dollar Tree so much anyway. Sometimes you just got to walk in there, look around, and use your imagination. There. All right. We're getting somewhere now. Let's pull a couple more of these just so I won't have to keep reaching out. We're going to put a couple of those there. Let's get some more of the reds over here. Okay. This time, I'm going to finish up back over here. I've got this one in there. I don't think we need it. I think if we put one here, that is perfectly fine. And we can get rid of this one. Let me pull that out. I think I zip tied him in. There we go. That's why I said that one was hidden. So, all right, we're going to throw this one in here. I have fun with this guy. He's a little wide, though. That concerns me a little bit. We'll see what happens. We'll see. We'll see if I have those super gecko muscles or not. All right. I'm excited to get that head done, guys. There we go. Okay. 2 more weeks. Aw. Karen, what are you, well, no, I won't ask that question. That's a little probably TMI. I'm not going to do that. Okay, let's put this one. I have it set to go here. Let's see how it works. It is going to be a close one. I wonder if I have a bigger petal. Let's try this. All right, that one will work. Okay. Here we go. And y'all know me, I spray paint everything. You can't see anything? Am I still live? Yeah, I am. I'm just checking. Okay, we're going to put that one in here. After this, I'm actually going to get the kids out of the house for a little bit. We're going to move this zip tie. I don't think we're going to need it there. All right. It's one of those things you just don't know until you get into it if you're going to use it or not. Somebody asked me if I was going to make a smaller one. I can definitely work on a smaller template. It's just going to have to use a different method. So, and honestly, this one was just kind of using methods just because I wanted to do it. If you decided to go the route of using ruffles, I can ask. Oh, wow. I'm so glad you were able to catch it. So I'm assuming that with, radiation and everything, they were able to catch it in time then. My dad passed away from cancer when I was in college, but his wasn't obviously anything like that. Men can get breast cancer though. But he actually had a double doozy. Unfortunately, a double whammy. He got hit with colon cancer and stomach cancer at the same exact time. And if you know about stomach cancer, it's pretty much a death sentence right away. Like, especially this was way back then, you know. What is it? Like, I think he had his first bout late 1990s. And then the second bout that hit him in 2001 is what took him out. So that was early on, and treatment has come a long way, even for stomach cancer and everything. All right, we want another one here. I want this one to go here. Let me, okay, I see how we're going to do it. Let's move this, and we're going to put it in this hole instead. So I'm going to move this petal up a little bit. I'm going to put this over. I'm going to tilt him to the side just a little bit, and once the zip tie catches it, it's going to hold it nice and tight. I am so glad that they were able to catch it, Karen. I really am. I need to do a better job myself, actually. I'm kind of like skincare. I don't really do a great job of any of that kind of stuff. Oh, yeah, stomach cancer. And the thing is, it's kind of like that pancreatic cancer. You know, they're just, it's caught too late, and that's part of the problem. by the time that they are caught and by the time you start having symptoms, you know, it's already like stage 4, stage 5. Makes it difficult to try to treat something that's in 4 to 5. I think the first time they caught my dad's cancer, it was stage 3 colon. And they had to remove a whole bunch of stuff with that, different lifestyle, blah, blah, blah. And then by the time they caught the stomach and colon, which hit the same exact time, that one was already late stage 4. So, all right. Let's see here. Okay, we're going to put one here. I don't want to use this big one, though. I want one of my smaller ones. This is my little spoon one. That's the spoon one I created the other night. I don't know what else to call it, so I just call it a spoon. All right, and I actually want the hole to be up here. I'm going to take this one out, and I wonder if we can get away with using that one. We sure can. It's going to be angled a little bit, but again, once you get the zip tie tight, it doesn't matter. So you can move it into position. It is. The good thing is for cancers is, you know, nowadays it's getting more and more easily to treat. And then, rumor has it, I don't know if it's true or not, but China says they're a year away from curing all types of cancer. I don't know if that's a publicity stunt or if it's true, but I'd like to think that it's true. So, all right, we are almost done with this guy. I say almost done. I know we got the green part, but you can see how much space this takes up. So, we're about to move on to the eyes. I'm going to give you a warning about the eyes. The eyes are still going to look a little funky, even after I put the petals on, because of the fact that I'm putting a gemstone in the middle. Hi, Sandra. Absolutely, and thank you for sharing. I really appreciate that. All right, I'm not going to use this big thing. I don't know how I even made that big thing. I bet you I did that big thing while I was sleeping. All right, I'm going to go back to my little spoons. I like my spoons. I don't know what else to call them. They're spoons. Okay, so we've got this pattern going on. I'm going to turn sideways. I kind of like that because we're going to go right around here as well. I want it out. Okay, so let's get this guy, and I think we can go that way and it'll work. All right, let's put this in here. Told y'all I was going to have to move some of these just because this is a complete experiment, and obviously I have nothing to go off of. So I'm just making it up as I go along, basically. All right, it's going to be a tight little spoon, but we're going to get them in there. Here we go. And we'll see how long he gets at the end, too. All right, we're going to have to use those super gecko muscles, as my son says. I don't know if I have any more super gecko muscles in here. I did! I have a super gecko muscle! I'm going to twist him a little bit. There we go. See, that's what I'm saying. You can twist it a little bit, and it's still going to be held tightly. So you don't have to worry about it. All right, I definitely want it to go up some more. I'm going to I've got another spoon right here, and I'm thinking putting that, there we go, keep that facing that way, right around here. So we can use, I should have put a hole there. Y'all see that? That makes me mad. All right, you know what, we'll figure it out. Let's see here. Like I said, this is a complete experiment. The white's going to cover here, so I got to keep that in mind. And I'm actually, let's see here, the white's going to go here, here, here. So honestly, I don't know what the point is in putting another one in. I think I can fit one here, though. My only concern is, will the zip tie reach? So let's find out. I'll be honest with you. But you know what? We can use an 8-inch in this one. Let me grab an 8-inch. All right, the holes are big enough. We're not dealing with canvas backing now. So now that we're using the regular board, let's see if this is going to work the way I want it to, y'all. I don't know. I think it will. Might have to move him back a little bit, though, to make him fit the way I want it to. Yep, right there. Okay. So we're going to put that together. There. honestly, these boards are only limited by what your imagination is like. That's it. Okay, there we go. May have to fill in a little bit later, but that's okay. I think I have to trim off right here. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and take that off. Where are my scissors? We'll trim it now because otherwise he's not going to lay flat. Let's see. I don't want to cut him either. I bet y'all are over there. Oh my God, she's going to cut her fingers. I could. It wouldn't surprise me, y'all. All right. So that's going to hold it a little better. And then probably what I'll do is I'll pull it down later and take care of it. But for now, because y'all know I always do a little bit of fluffing anyway. Okay, so the white's going to go here and here. We got that little spot right here. I'm going to leave it alone. We're going to get started. I know I don't have any needle nose pliers on me right now. Sucks. We're going to go ahead and get started on the white. We're going to see what happens. And if we got to throw another one in here, we'll throw another one in here. But I'm wondering if the same situation that happened to me earlier, where I put on too many red petals, might end up being the same thing again. I'm going to pull out 5 of those. I don't think we're going to use 5 of these, but we're going to pull it out. So I'm going to use the Deluxe, the Metallic Deluxe. I fell in love with it the other night, so we're going to use it again. The eye part's going to go here. So let's stick this one in first. Let's get this one in here first. I'm going to turn that sideways. And when I said turn that sideways, the pokey part of the zip tie got stuck there, and I didn't want it to. All right, so let's get the other one. The other one was going to go, I don't know why I had that there. I don't think it's going to go there. All right, I want it to go probably right around. Nope, nope. We're going to leave that alone for a second. Let's start up here. I'm going to go right around here. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. And again, this is an experiment, y'all. So you'll have to bear with me. I don't even know if I'm going to get to use the black petals like I wanted to in here. It's just one of those things. We'll see when we get to it. Because this is already getting tight in here. All right. Let's go up here to the top. It worked out in my head, but we'll see if it works out in theory. And I know I should be doing the green first, but I kind of want to see what happens in here. I can slide the green in there. I'm not too concerned about that. I'm more concerned about, will the eye thing work out? Now, the very center of the eye is still going to be left open. And the reason why is because when I put the black in here, I wanted to put a gemstone in the dead center of it. And I have to go shopping for that later today. So, that's why I'm like, we'll see. We'll see. All right, this was going to go here. And if you notice, we're still dealing with the circular idea. If you notice, when you're looking at the Unique and the Creek board, the center of it, which is supposed to be over here, that's the part that, you know, everything centers around. Well, all I did was change it up when I drilled the holes and made it to where it centers over here. Okay, so I do think we're going to end up wanting a red over here. Because when we put the black, 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 that's kind of how I don't want it going all around the... we have 2 choices. Let's put the black at the top, and then you guys can give me your input. I have 2 choices that I'm thinking of right now. We can either take the white all the way around and then put the black centered, or we can just leave the white here, put the black, and then fill it in with more red. So I'm not sure which one we're going to do at this point. This is going to be the tight part. And again, I'm pretty sure there probably was a different way to do this, but it's where I'm at. Okay. I want to pull that up. Okay. Here we go. I tell y'all. We're going to stick that in there. It's tight. This is definitely not something I would want to do a workshop on. It definitely would not be the easiest thing to do for someone. All right, here we go. We're going to put those two together. And yeah, if I had needle nose pliers, I bet you it would work even better. Come on. Did it stay put? It sure did, y'all. My fingers are going to be sore after this. And y'all, I'm making another wreath tonight. I don't know what I'm making. I got some pretty, I actually designed a center for the character board centered around bees because I love honeybees. I'm allergic to bees. If I ever get stung by one, and speaking of which, my EpiPen is expired, and I hadn't got it done because the last time, I think it cost me, what was it, about $300, and then the price went up, and then I think I still paid another $150 out of pocket, and so I just kind of walk around praying that I just never get stung. But I am allergic, and I do have a garden out in the back dedicated towards the bees. So bees, butterflies, everything. Hummingbirds, of course. It attracts all of them. So, okay. Y'all, we're going to see what this looks like. I really have no idea. I'll be honest with y'all about that. This is just completely made up inside my head. All right, I want the other one to go over here. The question is where is that zip tie? Hi, Miss Monkey. I was. You know what? A ruffle might look nice too, because I have to complicate everything. That's probably why I did this. I'm like, let's do this because this is so unique. Yeah, I bet you that was my thinking. All right, I found it. Making sure, because there's another zip tie hidden in here too. So I don't want to tie that one down. This goes here. And the key at this point is also to make sure that you get it even. When you're doing petals like this, a lot of it goes into making sure that they are as even as possible. It doesn't have to be perfect. So I'm not gonna, let's see here. We're gonna leave that. I think I got that right about right there. So I made it a little too long. That's okay. Not a big deal. You're not going to see it later anyway. Let's see here. A little more. Perfect. Yep, right there. We're going to tighten that sucker down. There we go. And yeah, you can tell he's too big. I wonder. We're going to leave that there though, I think. He's going to be covered up in the middle anyway, so it's not really, doesn't really bother me. Let me take a look at the back and see where my zip tie is. There's the head. There's the tail. Found the tail. All right. I could have done it the other way, y'all. I have to make everything difficult. Let's be creative, I said. No snake on the board. I saw that. Michelle, when you stuck that in the water, I'll be honest with you. First of all, I was like, well, that's pretty. And then I thought to myself, I was like, wait a second. Did she get frustrated at it and throw it in the pool like she always threatened she was going to do? Or did she just want to see if it was going to float? I couldn't figure it out. I was like, why would you throw a pretty one in the water? All right, we've got another zip tie over here, and I need to figure out where he is at. I feel him. Let's take him out. I don't know where he was supposed to go, but I don't want him there. I want this guy to go here. That's what I want. So let's see. Nope, there's not a zip tie there. So let's put that one in there. And again, I'll show y'all the back because the back is what you're going to want to go off of. You don't want to go off the Swiss cheese thing that I'm doing. That was because I was like, okay, screw it. I'm going to put a hole everywhere that I can possibly put a hole, and we're going to work it out at the end. All right, right about there. Not yet. Oh, you want to see how long it would last? Okay, I was curious about that. I was like, I was like, it's pretty. Why would she just throw it away? That will be interesting. Okay. All right, let's zip tie that off. Okay. Push that part down. Okay. Kind of doing this a little bit. Like I said, this little part, the green part, that doesn't require any thinking. I'm not too concerned about that part. It's this part that that's going to take a little bit of work. All right. Let's go ahead and get the other black that I have. This is the one I made. We may have to make one more. Throw that in there. I almost snipped my finger on that one. Okay, and we want this one to go here. All right, so then here's my question, y'all, because I think we're at a crossroads where we've got to make a decision. Do we want to leave, because we're going to have this go here, and I'm thinking, actually I like that. This is going to be our last one in here, because again, I'm going to put a gemstone right here in the middle, so it's going to go here. So don't worry about this mess that you see right here, because I'm going to put something here and we're going to tie it. Or what I may end up doing is getting a small styrofoam ball, cutting it in half, and placing it here. I haven't decided yet. If I do that, though, I'm going to cover it in fabric, because otherwise the styrofoam's just going to pop right off anyway. So it's going to be covered in fabric, and probably a shiny fabric, knowing me. So then here's the question. Do we want to take the white all the way around, or do we want to just leave it like that? What do y'all think? Because a part of me is like, it might look good either way. And I'm just not sure which one. Hi, Debbie. And hi, Lori. So, I don't know. I'm checking to see if y'all have any opinions on that. Because we can stick another white in there. Let's see what that would look like, actually. Let's just place it in there. And let's take a look at it. So then we'd have to have a white over here too. So it looks something like that. I actually kind of like that. Yeah, I'm thinking so. And again, the middle is going to be covered up. And the more I think about it, now my brain's going. I think I want to go to Hobby Lobby and pick up some shiny, shiny metallic fabric, and take half of the styrofoam ball, cover it up, and then that way I can zip tie it down through the fabric. That's what I'm thinking is going to be the best solution. My concern is the gemstone would have to be so large that I'm worried, one, I'm worried about the cost of it. I suppose if a customer really wanted it that way, I'd go get that gemstone. Okay, all right, let's do that. Hi, Lori, how are you feeling, girl? I hope you're feeling good. I do know that we're going to need another one, another red, because even if we put that there, we're going to need one right here. So we're going to put one in here. I already feel the hole. All right, so we're going to go through here and go through here. Okay, and then I'm going to take this one out for just a sec. All right, perfect. And we're going to tighten that thing down. Hopefully I can get it in there. If not, I'll get an 8-inch, but I really like working with my 4 inches better, y'all. But we'll see. All right. Yep, we're going to have to use an 8-inch. It's not going to happen. I think I'm out of Super Gecko muscle power, as my son calls it. Hi, is that Tanya that's here too? All right, we're going to go right here. So, right about, we could use those two actually. No, I want it down. Okay, so let's get that in. I want to see if I can use these two instead. Let's see what happens if I do that. That'll work. That means we can also use a 4-inch on that one. Like I said, this is the part where you guys are with me figuring it out. All right, there we go. That's going to work because, like I said, all you have to do, rotate this a little bit to the side. It'll stay put once you tie it down. Not a big deal. So I found a smaller hole. There. Okay. Nope, Lori. Awesome. Okay. So let's double check before I just start throwing things on here, because I don't like doing that. That won't bother me. So this is going to be here. And this one is going to end up going here. So that part's covered up. I'm not concerned about that. But we do need another red over there. That's what I'm checking on, y'all. Hi, Marie. How are you? Where did I put it? Right here is where we want it. Okay. Got it, got it, got it, got it. And I'm actually probably, now that I'm looking at it, I think I'm going to drill an extra hole right out here on the very edge and add another red one there to finish it off. I actually added another white one the other night to the very, very bottom of this guy, just because I felt that he needed that down there. It looked a little like it ended abruptly. And I don't like abrupt endings. That bothers me. So, there we go. Yes, the peacock was gorgeous last night. I got to see part of the replay on that, and I have to go back and watch the rest, because I did see the end result, because I'm one of those people who ruins the end of a book by opening it up and seeing what it is. But I wanted to see, I want to go back and check it out and everything. All right, so this one's going to go here. All right, so now we've got that. Let me put the zip tie in there. That one's going to stay. This zip tie belongs somewhere, but I don't know where. It's stuck too. I'm going to pull it out and let's see if it pops itself out here. There it is. We're going to figure out where it goes anyway. All right, so I want to get one right in here. Finish up our eyeball. The green ones are going to be a lot easier to add. This is just the cumbersome part to be able to do. All right, right here. Okay, there's a lot of petals going on here, guys. There. Got that tied in. Anybody have any other plans for today? Places they're going to go? Things they're going to do? I know I'm taking my kids to the mall. Get them out of the house a little bit. Quit playing video games so much. That goes for my eldest one. All right, this one is going to go in here. I just hope I can squeeze him in there. There, right about there. I'll put the other one in there in a minute. I might not have to do the board. Okay. All right, I see where that zip tie is going to go. At this point, some of them are hiding. It's like once we take a picture of the back, doing this the next time will be 100 times easier. It's just right now, having to try to figure everything out for the first time is what makes it so difficult. So, the Michelle's flower ended up in the pool. Spring market. I can't wait till our spring markets begin. I need another white one. Luckily, I made tons of them. I made way too many. All right. There we go. And we're going to fit another one right in here. So let me see roundabouts where-ish so that we can tie it in. All right, so right about here. Okay, and I see my tie, my area that I'm going to put the tie in. I would suggest if you're going to do this method, I would suggest clipping the bottom of your petals a little bit shorter than what mine are currently clipped, because I have probably a good inch. This one's only about ½ an inch at the bottom. So that one's not so bad, but the red ones make it a little difficult. Make sure that's about good. There, right about there. Okay. That way I know where it's going to go. I'm going to put that together. I'll probably end up cutting one of these off a little bit. Super Gecko Muscles. I won't forget that ever since he used it. All right. Super Gecko Muscles. I got to get the house out of the kids today and burn up some energy. There we go. Nice and tight. Okay. Whew, Lord have mercy. Okay, now let's get our black ones in there. Okay. And again, I am going to cover up the center. So right now the center looks kind of ugly, but it's not going to look ugly for much longer. Okay. All right. I wonder if I have we're going to have to make another black anyway. Maybe I'll put this one here. No. All right, we'll do this one here, and I think once it gets squeezed, it'll be good anyway. Okay, so let me get another one in there. And I feel those holes. So let's see if I can't just get it into there. There we go. So I'm basically just kind of putting my fingers on the back of the holes and feeling around. So, all right, pop this one up. Let me flip this up a little. Okay, there we go. And there comes that one. All right. It is looking pretty, though. I'll give it that much. I like it. Okay. This would be a lot easier to do if you decided to do ruffles. Just putting that out there. I should have done ruffles, but that's okay. Isabel has to do everything the hard way. I think, I wonder if I can, I'm trying to get this up a little. There. Make it a little less of a mess. All right, I need one more black to go right here. We're going to push this guy down. Where's my black at? I know I left it out because I had a feeling I was going to need one more. All right, so I'm going to cut him to a 10-inch. We'll start over here at the 20. All right. There's 10 inches. That's going to be the last black one I need, too. And bring him back into view. Well, hold on. Got to make the petal first. So, I'm going to fold this way. And I'm going to take the end, flip it under. Take the end, flip it under. Pinch those down. And in it goes. All right, Lori, time for soup. What you making for lunch? What am I going to do for the Thank you so much, Linda. It's getting there. It's getting there. Like I said, it's having to figure everything out. And then, of course, my hands are getting tired, I'll be honest with y'all. But that's okay. I want to get this done. What am I doing when I'm finished with it? Well, I have 2 people that are interested in purchasing it already. I just have to finish calculating everything. I was kind of waiting till the end, till what I decided to do with the eyeballs and all that other good junk. You know, beforehand. But I've pretty much calculated most of it. I just have to see how much it's going to change. All right, here we go. All right, let's get this black one in here. So he's going to go right about here-ish. So I'm going to put my hand back here and feel where I've got a hole. I found them. Okay. The Hindsburg would look so cool on a garden. Oh, the Hindsburg or the Hummingbird? Or is this the technical term for it? I don't know my technical bird terms, got y'all. All right, he's going to go in here. All right. Yeah, I've already got 2 buyers interested in this guy. So, we shall see. I do know that in order to be able to ship it, it's going to have to, the head's going to have to come off a little bit. So actually it's going to have to come off. And then they're going to have to put it back together again. Back together again. You know what? I think for this one, I want to try to slide a 8-inch in there if I can. Because it's pretty backed up as far as space goes here. So we're going to put it here. So I want those 2 holes. This one went in easy. And this one. Because honestly, things are just so tight in there that I cannot get a good grasp for it. And my hand strength is quickly disappearing. That's why I'm like, I need something easier. Next week I'm making a daisy and a buttercup. So I've got a sign that I just ran off that I have to go pick up at Staples. And hopefully it turned out as well as it did on my computer. There, that sucker's not going anywhere, y'all. Okay. And you can make this easier. I just chose the most challenging different ways to do it, y'all. All right, I'll fix all that later. All right, but I'm liking the eye area. So what I'm probably going to do with this area now, I'd make a pretty flower with the black and the white, is I'm going to probably at this point go to Hobby Lobby today, get some nice sparkly, probably not glittery, but probably like sparkly fabric, like maybe a satin or something like that. I already have the small styrofoam balls up here, so I'm trying to see if I have them within reach for y'all. Oh, they are way up high. Anyway, I'm going to cut one in half and cover it with the fabric. And then that way I can put the twisty ties, put the zip ties through the fabric to secure it down. If I can find a nice big enough gemstone, but how big is that gemstone going to have to be, guys? It's going to have to be about, looks like 2.5 inches. So if I find a good looking one and the price is right, then I might grab it. But otherwise my theory is going to be to get a styrofoam ball, cut it in half, cover it with the fabric, and attach it through here. So let's move on to the green part. This is the part where I told y'all I didn't have it done. So we're going to have to make some of those. And I'm only going to make 4 at a time and stick them on. I don't want to make everything down here because I don't think it's going to take near as many, especially using my little spoon method of doing it. I don't know what else you call them. So, all right. They're cut to 10 inches, and I'm gonna alternate between the ombre and the metallic. Not the ombre, yeah, the ombre and the metallic. And I'm just going to bring it down like this, bring it down like this, turn it sideways, pinch it together. You got a nice little spoon, and it's a pretty good size spoon too. That's why I don't think it's going to take that long, and I don't think it's going to take near as many. And they're each going to be a good 2.5 inches apart when we put it on there. Ooh, I like that. The styrofoam covered with sequins. Oh, you messing with me now. You messing with me on the sequins, aren't you? Probably because I curse so much with the peacock. I don't know about covering it in sequins, y'all. When I made that peacock with all the sequins, granted, now I have trim. That's not so bad. I could cover the ball with a sequins trim because I do have black here for it. All right, we're gonna cut this off. Like I said, I don't know how many we're gonna need. I'm just gonna go with 4 at a time, and we're gonna touch bases with it. So, hi Ma, you logged on. You must be bored out of your mind right now. Or Enrique's probably down there with Abuelita then, and not with Daddy. So that's my guess. But we'll see. Yeah, my hands are a little tired. That's why I'm like, I need to do something a little easier. But I did get the inspiration for the buttercup, and I've got everything coming in. And then we're going to do 2 different styles of daisies. One with a rounded tip, and then one with a pointy. Figured both of those out as well. So anytime I figure it out, I definitely don't mind sharing it. All right, get that on there. But I love these. And again, it's just a 10 by 10. I really love this fabric. This would have been, not this fabric, this mesh. This would have been nice for St. Patrick's Day too. So, I didn't make anything for St. Patrick's Day. I did order supplies to make a garland outside the door, front door, because now that I have my carrot wreath, my tulip carrot wreath hanging up outside, I need something around the door frame. Now the door frame looks naked, so I'm making a garland for that. Those things should be in Tuesday, so probably by Friday or Saturday I'll have the garland done. Because I work on it in bits and pieces, y'all. So, alright. Got that. I actually love these spoons. For me, they're easy to make. Just under. And since left-handed people are already backwards anyway, doing a petal backwards definitely doesn't bother me. It's the wreath on your profile pic. Oh, that's your St. Patrick's Day one. I'm gonna have to put that. Can you put a picture of it in here so it'll show up in the comments? Because I can't like enlarge your profile, and by the time I finish this, it's gonna leave my mind. So I don't want to forget about it. My hand's getting so close to it, I swear I'm gonna end up cutting it. I don't need Wellstar to get any more of my money than what they already have gotten from me. Lord knows there's a whole bunch of medical bills coming in pretty soon. I kind of want to just put on there like, you know, we've moved or something. We're not here anymore. All right, I want to start here. And I think the way I'm going to work is I'm going to try to work with the board on this one, y'all, is what I'm going to try to do. All right, we're going to stick this one in here and see if I like it in that position. And I do. Okay, you know what? Let's start on the outside over here. Okay, so I'm thinking it's going to have here. I should have put some extra holes in. Holes, holes, holes. There we go. That's where we're going to do it, right there. Okay, we are going to start on the outside and work our way in, because that way, otherwise I'm going to run into the same situation of the whole difficulty that I had of trying to get those little suckers in there. And I just found some shorter ones. Hello. I don't know how big these are. I think these must be the 6-inch. Let me see here. Yep, those are the 6-inch. We're going to go with the 6-inch instead of the 8-inch. I need to purchase some of those 6 inches because they are thicker, and I'm almost out. I purchased 2,000 4-inch ones. So, and then I've got about 6,000 8-inch ones, but I need some of the other ones. So we're going to start on the outside now. All right. And I think I want to start over here, right there. And it looks like it's going to end up having to go through part of the mesh right there. I don't know. I'll have to figure out shipment on this. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, I don't think the head's going to come off for this. So, but I'm usually pretty good at figuring out shipments. So I will. There we go. Got that guy on there. Definitely. All right. Thank you so much for sharing. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm definitely, like I said, I don't believe in all that paid stuff. Honestly, somebody can sit around long enough and they'll figure it out. So you can either just go ahead and put it out there for them, or somebody's going to come along and they're going to spend just enough time sitting on a chair and just kind of figure it out that way. Make sure you get your zip ties in there right. So basically I'm using the long portion right now on this outside one, and I think we'll be just fine. And honestly, if I have any see-through, I think it's going to be fine with the board on there. I don't want to make any holes on the outside. I'm done making holes. So, I don't want to make any more. I'm also hungry. I got to figure out what I want for lunch. Thank you so much for sharing in our group. All right, so I'm using the between the sets of two. We're going to see what the back side of this petal thing over here looks like. That actually makes a nice one. The buttercup ones, that reminds me now, and I completely forgot. It's like I remembered and then I forgot. The buttercup one, I think, because my materials don't come in till Tuesday, and then my husband told me that we had to go somewhere Wednesday evening. So I think I'm going to do it probably Thursday, and then I'll probably, I don't know about Friday, I'll probably do a Thursday, Saturday is what I'm going to do. Which one do you guys want to see more, or which one do you guys want to see first? You guys want to see the buttercup one first live, or you guys would rather see the daisy one live first? I'll go by that. Since those of y'all are on here watching, those are the people that are going to get the say-so. and I'll be happy. Thank you so much, Tammy. Thank you, Carolyn. Where did I find the green zip ties, Debbie? These were part of an emergency pack of ones that I had to get from Hobby Lobby. So I was in the middle of a workshop and realized I was out, didn't bring quite enough, and I was like, oh gosh. So I had to go purchase some. But I used my 40% off, so it really wasn't that painful. It was still only like $1 something. High dollar something, but dollar something. So, all right. I'm going to fill this in, get an idea for how many more we got to do on this side. There we go. And remember, we're not using this row right here. Even though I drilled all these holes in here, we're not going to be using that. So, and I think we're going to have to do one over here too. We'll check it out in just a second. So let's do a couple more. I'm going to move him down. And I pretty much cut what I thought we were going to use. Buttercup, buttercup. Wow, that's a lot of buttercups coming up. So buttercup it is. All right. So then let's plan for the buttercup coming on Thursday. Now, it'll have to be my normal time, 9:30, but we'll do it on Thursday. And then Saturday is the one that I will do the daisy on. And again, though, it'll be done in the evening time. I just did this today because I wanted to get this guy done. The mesh for these particular petals, first of all, it's a 10-inch, and I cut them at 10. So it's a 10 by 10. So, and then some of the feather part way down there, I did at 9 inches in my attempt to conserve some mesh because I knew I was going through an immense amount of mesh. I calculated last night just how much I used so far, and the ombre came to, what is it, 1 3/4, and the metallic came to 1 3/4 as well. So, and that's assuming that I've cut enough petals on here and that I don't have to cut any more mesh. So we shall see. So, how much am I selling it for? I'll put that, you guys will see that later. I don't want to say it yet because again, it's basically a ballpark range, and then I'm just going to sit down and I'm going to fine tune it. I did it according to what I've used so far. So we shall see. If I do the fabric one with the styrofoam, it won't go up too much more. If I do the gemstone one, it would probably go up at least another $8. That's my assumption. Because I do try to get things on sale when I can get them on sale. That one popped open. There we go. So, yeah. I appreciate the shares. Thank you. And I do plan on doing a, well, I'll end up having to. If I turn this into a kit, one, it won't be a 5-foot tall kit. But I'll end up doing a smaller version. I just kind of have to sit down and I have to think about it. So, I know I won't be thinking about that tonight or tomorrow. Today's Saturday, right? Ugh. I tell y'all, I'm on spring break mind, guys. Our spring break is about 2 weeks away. And I'm like, This week was super long, though. And I know it was long for the kids, too. Because we had that daylight savings time jumping forward. And I think that messed everybody up. Everybody was a little tired all week long. All right. There we go. We'll do this one. That's going to finish up that row. This is the part I tried my best to get done ahead of time. But like I said, between the kids and we had my nieces over this weekend or yesterday too. So it was a full house here yesterday, y'all. I didn't get near as much work done as I thought I was going to. So I don't think there's enough money for me to make that. Yeah. It's definitely time consuming. I will say that. I think I've gone at least 2 hours into it, and I basically just put how long it normally takes me to do stuff, and not considering Facebook Lives, because if you go by the live time, it takes longer, but I'm talking to y'all guys. So, you know, that's not really a good estimate of what it would normally take me. Rest your hands for Thursday. Oh my gosh. Girl, you know, Sheila, you know that rest is not in my vocabulary. Yeah, I was supposed to be at home resting 2 weeks ago. No, 3 weeks ago. Roundaboutish, something like that. And that's how I end up hacking my finger, my knuckle area that day anyway. So, yeah, resting does not go well with me. Yeah, I'm a little better with the time change, and I'll be honest with you, the fact that my 3.5-year-old decided he would actually sleep, I got a hair in my mouth, till 7:52 or something like that, that was a blessing to me. I was like, hallelujah, I get to sleep too. So, yeah, got to go swimming. I want to go swimming. Just got to be going to an indoor pool. It's too cold to go outside and go swimming. So... yeah, I'm going to take the kids to the... it's a little chill on the chilly side here. So I'll check with my 3-year-old if he wants to go to the park, or I am going to make my 7.5-year-old get off that computer and go to the mall, because he cannot spend all that time playing Roblox or being on the PlayStation playing Fortnite. I'm sorry. I'm going to make you get off of it and go do something else. So, plus, Mama gets to sit where all the parents sit and have a latte. So, you know... that's a latte fun. Okay. So let's go ahead and add those. I really love that ombre color, y'all. I really, 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 really do. Okay. So we got the ombre here. Oh, I already added those. Hallelujah. Look at that. Thinking ahead. I didn't even know I was thinking ahead. All right. I'm going to put that in there. So these ones are the 6-inch ones. And I tell y'all one thing. The 6-inch ones are perfect for using between the sets. So now we're going to go back to this one. Okay. All right. And I'm proud of my 7-year-old, y'all. He made a video the other day. He doesn't really have a YouTube channel per se. I mean, it's set up for him in his name. But he has been wanting to make YouTube videos. And the problem is he just gets so whiny when he's doing it that I'm like, no, we're not ready for all that. But he actually did one on his phone of him playing, and he started introducing it just like I started introducing on the wreaths, y'all. That was exciting. I was like, yay, proud mom moment. You're learning from me. So, and then he said, that's enough, Mom. I said, okay. So... I think we got to get one more in there and squeeze it in there. I may end up doing the rest because it's not going to matter right now, and then I'll just squeeze it in later. All right, yeah, there's got to be one more going in here. Oh, I see where it's supposed to go. We can squeeze that sucker in there. All right, we got you. I got you. We good. You're going to go right down in here and right up in here. And there we go. All right, let's get this guy in there. Because otherwise he looks a little funky. At least this isn't a chicken. Although with the white and the green and the red, without seeing the whole thing, you might think it's a rooster. Will I have a kit for the hummingbird? Yes, I'm considering making one. Actually, I'm not going to say considering. I am making one. But it's going to be a smaller one, so I've got to kind of get around it. My other thing is I'm wondering if putting it in a kit, I mean, you could do it this way, but man, the supply is going to cost you on that. What do y'all think? I think that it needs one more here. We're not going to mess with it right now, okay? I'll figure all that out later. Okay, so now we're going to go right here in the middle. We're going to use the regular ones right here. Okay, so I'm going to switch back to the 4-inch now. Okay, we don't need it right here because remember, these things can go a good two inches apart. Oh no, he's falling off. There we go. I caught him. My arm caught him. Thank God this is a 20-foot table. That's all I have to say. I feel a need coming on. I'm also going to put one over here into the mesh area. We're going to have to measure this sucker at the end too. All right. So let's put this one here. Oh, that covers it perfectly. Hallelujah. Love it. Oh, I used a 6-inch, didn't I? It doesn't matter. Whatever. A zip tie is a zip tie is a zip tie is a zip tie. It don't matter. But yes, long story short, I am going to do a kit, but it is going to be smaller, more manageable one, not like 4 to 5 feet tall. So just FYI on that. All right, we're going to move this guy down. So here we go. I'll make some more over here. The only thing I'm wondering for the kit is if you guys want all these petals, because I'm telling you right now, this is an extensive amount of supplies to use this particular method with all the petals. I can tell you right now, where is it? I wrote it down. I'm trying to figure out where on earth. I put it on a medicine bottle. Y'all, this is God sent. I'm just going to say that. Assuming I don't have to cut any more metallic, any more of the emerald or ombre, it's already taken one entire roll of metallic red, 1.5 emerald, 1.5 ombre. It's taken half a roll of iridescent white, and it's taken 3/4 of a roll of deluxe white just to make this one. So the other option is to do this using the ruffle method, in which case you can, you know, one, it's going to take up a lot more space, so you can get away with using less. But I think it really depends on y'all if you want all the petals or if you want to do the ruffle one. If it's going to be the ruffle one, I got to do another live because otherwise you have nothing to go off of. So I do ship kits to Canada. Yes, ma'am. All the kits in my store, they ship to Canada and Puerto Rico. Occasionally, I'll do a custom request for, I do custom requests, but the other places like Europe and things, those are usually custom requests. So I do ship all over though. It's just you're dealing with the international fees and everything else. So it can get quite pricey. There's no way to keep it down to priority mail, $9. I don't know. So what do y'all think as far as kits go? Would you go for the ruffle, or do you really just like all of the petals? I think that's going to determine that one. I can make both available, but like I said, the petal one, that's extensive. I don't mind it. I can get a hold of it. All right. This must have been one of those, the end roll, because it is not wanting to fold right at all. It's got to be like the end of the roll type of situation right here. So, hi Susan, welcome, welcome. We're talking about people wanting some kits for these, so yeah, I am going to make them available on a smaller scale though, and I'll scale them down. I'm waiting for a shipment of stuff to get in probably between Tuesday and Wednesday, and then I can take a look at scaling it from there. So, on how far down I can scale them. The petals are beautiful. Does that tell me that you're on the petal side, that you would rather have the petals? I do agree. I will agree. Yes, the petals add more dimension to it and more interest as well. I do agree with that. And I do like these ones. All right. And then squeeze them together. Honestly, sometimes I just sit around, y'all. I love the petals. I can do a ruffle one because I do want to do a smaller one. I've got some smaller boards coming in, and I may end up using one of those to do a ruffle. But first, I got to get that buttercup and the daisy taken care of. But I may make a ruffle one just to make a ruffle one. So, hi Barbara, how are you, sweetheart? I do like the petals myself. You got to have a lot of patience with the petals. Don't have a pool though. So, because you might throw it in there. Now that's how I felt about the peacock. I was okay with this. With this one last night when I was putting all the feathers on, I just walked away and I did other stuff, and I kept coming back and working on it, you know, take a break. So this has got to be another one of those end of the roll type of situations here. You can always tell it feels different. So kits in all sizes would be I mean, I can make a 5-foot kit available. Lord knows, I'll tell you one thing, at least it won't take me near as long because it won't take me all the time to make it. It'll just take Susan the time to make it. And y'all, we're going to have to measure him because like I said, I measured him at one point. I'm telling you, I'm looking at him from the side and I'm like, holy cow. Like his tail's hanging off the edge of the table now. And honestly, what I would like to do to the tail is I would actually like to add the 21-inch mesh to the very bottom of it. But for shipping purposes, it's not going to work out. But what I could do is always just include it in the box to whoever is purchasing it. And then they can just add that part on there. Because if I were to try to attach it and ship it like that, one, it's going to get crushed, and two, that box is going to have to be gigantic. So I don't know. We're going to have to figure it out. I don't know if this is, we'll see. This might be one of those things I like turn into like those art people and be like, hey, showcase my artwork. But no, what would look real nice at the bottom where the tail feathers are at the very end is putting 21-inch mesh mixed in emerald and ombre and doing that same little wispy feel for it. Just to get that longer tail feather that we're looking for. So there we go. We're going to attach some more. This is one of those couple of day projects. You could just kind of, you know, some people do puzzles. Like I saw this one lady at Hobby Lobby last weekend, and she was buying a puzzle, right? And it was a puzzle of cereal boxes, y'all. Pictures of cereal boxes. I'm like, what? Why would you get a puzzle? A 1,500 or something like that? And first of all, I was like, why would you get a 1,500 piece puzzle? And of cereal boxes. I couldn't figure that out. It drove me nuts. You made a styrofoam? Are you making... I don't know. I'm calling it the spoon pedal. Because that's... Or you can call it ladle pedal. I think so. Because lolly pedals, you go to the front. But you get that weird look. If you twist it to the back... And same thing here, twist it to the back. And when you bring it back, though, it doesn't go under. You twist it and put it on top. Then you get that nice little spoon shape. I think we ought to call this the ladle pedal or the spoon pedal. I don't know. If you just do it like rationally and just put it out there, it's a spoon. So you made a hummingbird using styrofoam? Oh, I'd like to see that too. That's intriguing. All right, here we go. And you just go under, on top, under, on top. And it has that nice little curved look to it. I don't know. I'm partial. I like these better than the lolly pedal. Okay. I think everybody's got their own little method of what works well for them. Like I said, I'm left-handed. So left-handed people always like to do things backwards anyway. So this makes sense to me. Yep, I'm thinking spoon pedal goes with it. There we go. All right. So now let's trim it off. This is the part. It is tedious. This is going to be like doing a 10,000 piece puzzle. I wonder what the time record is for doing a 10,000 piece puzzle anyway. I bet you that exists too. Spoon pedal, ladle pedal. I like spoon pedal better. It flows better. I could see myself messing up on pronouncing ladle. Sounds a little awkward too. Yep, spoon pedal it is. We now have a pedal, a new pedal. It's called the spoon. We're not spooning. Well, technically we are kind of spooning, aren't we? There we go. All right. Here we go. I can't wait to get them done. Although my husband did ask, he was like, why are you making a 5 foot tall? He was like, I thought it was like 4 feet. And I was like, well, it was. It started off as 2, which turned into 4, and realistically became 5. That makes sense for me. Kind of like whatever I tell you, just add to it. Time-wise, if I tell you I'll be there at 3 o'clock, you might as well not show up till 4. So, I like the spoon pedal too. Here's the other thing about the spoon pedal. One thing I noticed is look how uniform they pretty much come out. There's very slight variations in them because you're grabbing all of them. They fold all in the right area, and you're once you fold them, you have the same exact shape. So it's like you're not having to constantly worry about, am I making them the same size? There's pretty much, it just comes out that way. It makes sense to me. So, go big, go home. That's right, crafters. We got to go big or we got to go home. This is Texas style. I kind of want to go to the Texas Roadhouse now. All right, we're going to move that to the side. Oh, he is starting to look cute, though. And then I thought about for the wings on him, too. Again, shipping purposes just don't make sense. But for the wings, you could take the 21-inch mesh and kind of like flip it around and everything, and you know, fold it and attach wings that way. You could take, you could call it the Izzy pedal. You know what? You guys call it the spoon pedal, call it the Izzy pedal. Whatever floats people's boats. So, I showed the spoon, I'm all good. I'm not charging for the spoon. I gotta stop, y'all. Okay. All right. So now, since we're going here, basically when I'm doing this row right here, you see how we have those spaces right there? That's the part that I want to cover up. So when I'm putting these zip ties in, I'm going for the in-between spaces. So you could probably get away with less. Again, for me, more is better. It's like my kids writing sentences in class. I'm like, you could get away with less, but more is better. Give me more. Write more. So, there we go. Obviously, I would have to prep the boards for you guys because the third row is already done, so I didn't have to worry about that. But I do think there are some where I had to do extra. Okay, so now let's fill those suckers in, shall we? So, all right, sounds good. Take care, Haley. Yep. Yeah, this is one of those things I told y'all I was finishing him today. We'll go through what we can. He's almost done. He's getting there. We got this here. Okay. He is almost there. Wait till you see his beak. That's right. We've got a beak. And once we take a look at him, then I'll decide whether or not I'm going to make some wings for him. So, the other thing you could do for the wings, besides just folding 21-inch mesh, is you could take a Unique in the Creek flower board frame, and you could cut it in half, and then arrange them in half moons, so that you get that the wings, and then you could flesh them out from there. So you could do wings with it too. Yeah, that'd be easy to do. So there we go. And then he'll be really huge. He'd really be gigantic then. Do I have a cactus? No. Does he look like a cactus now? I won't get my feelings hurt, I promise. So, I don't think he looks like a cactus. There we go. Put that there. We need another one right in here. All right, we're going to put another one in here. I think we've got 2 more rows of this, and then that is done, in my opinion. I think we'll be right there because we're going to have that row and then one more. And I love it because the rows are getting smaller. So, and so far I haven't had to cut any more mesh. So I'm still at the same original thought. There we go. All right, let's cut those suckers off, shall we? Is a spoon petal. Ha! I love it, Debbie. Is a spoon petal. There's a play on words. I like the play on words. That was what is the word I'm looking for? Clever. It's not the word I was looking for, but that was close. All right, so this time I don't think we're using this one. We can. Let's see. We're going to go here. Actually, I think we are. Yep. We're going to use this one. So now we're on to the rows. I made all those extra holes earlier, not knowing what I was going to end up using and what I wasn't going to do. Did I once have one shaped like a cactus? I don't know. I don't think so. A wreath made it into the shape of a cactus? No. That was not me. I can't take credit for that. A cactus-shaped wreath. That would be intriguing. Somebody's going to go out there and do it now. All right, so we're going to put this here, and then we're going to go here right in front of the green. I want to do it right in front of the green. Well, yeah. Y'all will see why in a second. Because I want to keep my little pattern going. So it looks like I'm filling in. There we go, right there. Okay. He's turning out pretty. And I can't wait to, I'll have to do some contemplating on that styrofoam ball idea that y'all gave me. Either I cover it in fabric or I will cover it in some bling, like doing sequins potentially, or yeah, I'll have to figure it out. I don't know which one yet. Probably I'll walk around Hobby Lobby and make a decision. So, all right, we're going to put the green one here. I'll show y'all why in a minute. He is turning out gorgeous. So, you have a contract on your house. Yay! So, wait, now second, are you buying the house or selling the house? Because I missed that if you said that earlier. Now, do you see why I wanted to do that, guys? Because I could have put it here. But since we've got this green petal here, how cute would it be just to put this ombre color on top of it? So that's the reason I'm doing that. Okay. So we're going to put that one in there. Okay. I'm going to tighten this up just a little bit. So there we go. And where the heck did I just use them all, y'all? I did use them all, didn't I? Gosh darn it. Okay. All right. I'll put that one in here in a second. I want to go ahead and stick this sucker in here anyway, because y'all know how I am. Might as well. We can put the other one in there in a minute. All right. So I've got to get a little more, so it does turn out that you are going to have to use a little more mesh. But at least we're almost at the end, and it's almost done. All right. So let's see what I've got to cut. I've got to cut 1, 2, and then we're going to do 1 here, 3, 4, 5, potentially 6. Okay, so let's move him over. Give me a quick second to run over there real quick. Grab the ombre and grab the metallic. There we go. And we're going to stick them on top of each other. There we go. All right, so perfect. We are selling this one and building a new one, downsizing a bit. Ah, there you go. I don't know if I could downsize, y'all. If I had to get another one, I'd have to upsize. Is that a word? I just made it up. I'd have to upgrade or something, like get a bigger one, because I'd need a bigger craft room. I've already outgrown this one. I'm eyeballing all that yard space back there, and I'm like, it's not feasible or logical right now to do it. But I'm eyeballing the kids' playground back there, and I'm like, you know what? My craft space would look perfect down there. So, no. Once Enrique gets old enough, we're going to tear down the playground. And we are going to build a small little house. Not a house per se. I don't know what you would call it. It's just going to be an oversized game room is what we're looking at to go out there. You know, you can put a pool table out there. You can put an air hockey table out there. Something for the boys to go out there and enjoy. And you know what? While we're at it, let's just put a little bit of... No, there won't be any room for Mama's space out there. But my window overlooks that area, so I can keep an eye out on them. I think I put this thingy on there backwards. I sure did. So, yeah, you need to get that craft room like that. That's a big one. You got to get that. Yeah, I need a bigger space. The space I have right now is probably a decent sized shed. I'm assuming a small, medium size. I don't know. But I do need more space, especially once those shipments come in pretty soon. I think I've started taking over the dining room downstairs right now. And then come Halloween, I really take over space in the entire house. So, yep. Yep. A she shed. I like that. I wish we could finish our attic. I'll be honest with you. We've lived here since, let's see here, Alejandro was 3, so that's what, 4 years, almost 5 years. And I have never been in our attic. I have no idea what the attic looks like, guys. But finishing the attic would be nice. So that would be a nice thing. I could take the entire attic because we've already got a second floor, and then we've got the basement already. So, nah, I'll probably just stick with my little sitting room. So, all right. There we go. Fabulous. That's why I said these spoons are so big that they have pretty good coverage. I'm looking at the back of the board from here. I may end up doing something to cover that part. We'll see. I got an idea already, so we're good. He definitely needs an eyeball, y'all. I will say that much. He's got to have an eyeball in the middle. Yeah. And we definitely don't have AC in the attic. We've got the fan up there, and that's about it. I probably wouldn't really want to be up there anyway. We have a scorpion problem here in the summertime. So, between the scorpions and those big giant centipedes, yeah, not fun. The scorpions are after the centipedes, and I don't know why the centipedes are here. At least I think that's the way it goes, right? Yeah, I think so. I think the scorpions feed off the centipedes. So I'm not sure why we get centipedes. But we get those ugly, long-legged things. Ooh, they scare the crap out of me. I also heard that they bite. And that their bites are basically, you know, that they can cause allergic reactions. Then I found out that the scorpions we have, that people who are usually allergic to bees are typically also allergic to scorpions. So that's like a double whammy. I antagonized one of our scorpions one time, poked at him, and he kept raising up the bottom of the back of his stinger. So, kept stinging my shoe. I really shouldn't play with fire. Maybe I'll catch him. He could be a class pet. So, Lord knows there's enough to catch. And then that stink bug's in here again. So, he's just never going away. It probably doesn't help that I open up the window over there to air the room out when I'm doing the impulse sealer. So they probably get in through there. I'm surprised a squirrel hasn't gotten in here yet. And I know that you're like, well, why don't you put a window covering on it? Well, it did have a window covering on it. I took it off because I hung bird feeders and used E6000 to attach them to the outside of the window over here. So I've got a bunch of bird feeders hanging out outside. And they're not going anywhere because of that E6000. Or is it E3000? I have to go look at it. I think it's E3000. Maybe it's E6000. I don't know. Somebody on here will correct me. I'm not worried about it. So, There we go. Okay. Hi, Angela. How are you? We are almost done with this guy. He's taken us on quite a ride. He definitely has. So, all right, we're going to cut those. E6000. Thank you so much. I knew somebody was going to do it. Thank you, Sheila. Just had to wait for a minute. See, there's lots of them coming in. But yeah, guys, those things have been there before winter even started. So they've been there since the fall, and I've got 3 of them hanging up with E6000 outside the window. They haven't gone anywhere. They haven't budged. They haven't slid. Nothing. I put suet bricks on one. I put those little peanut butter balls on another, and then I have a bird cake. I make bird cakes, and I put one of my bird cakes out there for them. So they really love it. Occasionally a squirrel gets up there and I can hear their little things go on the roof below me, and so I'll open up the window and start yelling. So, all right, slide this sucker back over. Let's finish this guy. Let's finish this guy up, y'all. Okay, looks like I forgot. Did I not put it? I put one here. Oh, that's right, because we need to finish this guy. That's right, that's right. We've got to finish this row first. Okay. All righty. Got it, got it, got it. All right. I'm going to finish this row up and then finish our last row. And then I'll show y'all my plans because his eyeball's still not done. So I won't post a finished picture of him till probably later. I mean, I'll show y'all, but I'm just not going to post a finished picture of him till later on tonight. So, battery has 11 minutes left. I might have to move the charger over too. So, or I can just take a look up at there on my phone and just read the comments from there. I might miss an occasional comment. No, I want my battery charger. All right, I'll just plug it up in a second. Let's finish this up first, y'all. Okay, all right. Pull that under. There we go. There we go. Whew. All right, y'all. Last row, last row. Let's get this done. At least I think it's the last row. All right. Up, there's got to be one right here. I might have been one. Let's see here. What about if I put it here? Will it work? I think it'll work right there. Well, or does it look funky? I like that better. Okay, we might have to cut one more and that's it. Let's use a 6-inch for that one. Okay, because now that I'm using it for this one, I'm going to mess it up. But I like it better over here. I like it better right here. Yep, that's good. All right, so that row is done. Now let's move on to the last row. I got to take lots of pictures of him too. So let me go ahead and move the battery charger over, y'all, because otherwise it's gonna die. I'm not gonna be able to see anything y'all say or anything. Oh. All right, charger's coming over. That part's going off. Light might have changed a little bit. Okay, and plug this guy in. All right. There we go. Okay. All right. We're all good to go now. Okay. All right. So now let's put these in here. Like I said, I think I'm going to have to cut one more now because I did that. All right. And I want to use, looks like that one. Let's start over on this side instead. That'll give us a better, okay. Now I see where I want to put them. Okay. All right. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're going to put them right in here. This is going to take a little bit of experimenting, guys. Then again, the whole thing's going to be an experiment. What's on my finger? Minion, one-eyed minion, and a one-eyed minion. I broke open the knuckle area again last night. Not a bad one. It wasn't spurting out blood like it was the night that I cut it. So, I should have gone for stitches. It's been about 3 weeks, and it still hasn't healed. But at this point, what's the point of going for stitches, right? I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's a little puffy, but I'm good. I'm golden. All right. We're going to get this here. All right, and I like him right around. Might have to use a little bit of, there we go. A little bit of, well, potentially right there. I like that spot. What's over here? This is going to be interesting. Okay. That's why I said we're going to have to play with this. All right, let's put that one in here. Might have to put 1 or 2 extra ones in there. We knew that was going to happen with me, though. Okay. There we go. Because I'm also trying to cover up without using tons and tons of glue. Everything else has worked out so good so far. So, where are you on the beak? The beak's done. All the beak has to do is be attached with a zip tie. Beak is finished, y'all. I don't even have to do anything with him. He is done. Okay. So this one, I'm going to go here. Okay. So I'm kind of laying it out. I'm definitely going to take a picture of him afterwards and take pictures of the back so that I know how to replicate it in the future without having to figure everything out. I think the worst thing is when you're trying to do something for the very first time and there's no guide to go off of. That's the worst one, because then everything takes so long. And I didn't factor that into the pricing at all because, you know, once you have a guide, it goes, see, that's exactly what I needed right there. All right, so look, we're going to need 1, 2, and then just 1. So 3 more. We're going to want a green, a metallic, and a green. So 2 greens and a metallic. I don't like to half do anything. That's not me. If I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it the whole way, and I'm not going to take the extra little shortcuts. Knowing that there's a shortcut there would bother me. Exactly, you have to wing it. All right, so we want 1 metallic, so that one's done, and we want 2 greens. Anybody use an impulse sealer besides me? I mean, for this one, I didn't use an impulse sealer because, I mean, well, take a look at how much you're cutting. Plus, I'll be honest with you, if you're using a metallic with an impulse sealer, it pulls the metallic parts out. So it's better to do it this way. Trim it and then put a spray on it. Plus, it doesn't matter because if you're doing petals, it's going to be covered up anyway. Nothing's going to fray in the first place. So not a big deal. But I put a, I always put my impulse sealer on the 27 mark. And I put a little notch right over here. And I labeled it LB and BB for my bumblebee and my ladybug, so I knew exactly I wouldn't have to like keep making the mistake of where am I going to cut it at. So I've got like little notches on here. So yay, this is almost done, and then I go shopping and figure out what we're going to do for the eyeball. Yeah, I bought a wood burner too, because the wood burner, I haven't tried it on my metallic yet. I actually used my wood burner for cutting styrofoam. How does it work, Deb, on the metallic ones as far as using a wood burner? Because I'm curious about that. Here we go. And here. Okay, we're almost done, guys. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Hi, Judy. Welcome on in. Everybody's been here just kind of like going on this journey with me as we figure this thing out together, and got some input from them on some of the pieces that I wanted to do. So that worked out good on there. So I haven't used a wood burner with the metallic, so I really couldn't tell y'all how it works. But I love this deluxe mesh. Oh my God, do I love the deluxe mesh. I think everything should be made with a deluxe mesh. I hear somebody back there. Who's back there? Is that, honey, is that you? He walked back out. He doesn't want to be on camera, y'all. He's not like my 7-year-old. My 7-year-old will walk in here and make his cameo appearance. Oh, I bet you I know why. Because he's checking. He's supposed to leave the house between 3 and 3:30. He's going out with the guys tonight to a super expensive sushi place. They're going out to eat, and then they're going, taking a friend of theirs out to some sort of club. So, it's guys only tonight. All right. Yay. All right, y'all. Slide them back over. Okay. I don't have the spray on me, but it's what I use to spray on the wreaths. All it is hold on. Let me put the placement on here before I sit here talking. There we go. That's how I want to do it. No, I don't. I want to do it this way. Okay, so let's put this one down first. And we want his tail to be hiding behind the white part. Okay, got it. Let me grab a zip tie. There's probably zip ties all over the floor. I'll figure it out later. And I see the holes. The holes are way in there. Way, 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 way in there. Here we go. It looks like one of those I drilled. We'll see the back of it. It'll make sense. All right, got it in there. All right, so let's put him in. Holes. I've never tried it to do, to make the holes. Oh, who has a beautiful voice? Oh, the wreath stuff. Let me remember that. I use a Krylon UV spray, UV resistant spray. So it's just Krylon. You can find it at Home Depot. You can find it at Hobby Lobby. You can find it at Michael's. Yeah, I typically get mine from Michael's, and then we'll use a coupon. I don't want to tighten it too much because I'm still, there we go. That's what I said. I'm trying to figure this out, y'all. All right, we're going to leave that there. If I have to move him, I will, but I think it'll be okay. All right, let's get this guy in here. I haven't tried that, but I use the drill. I bought a drill for it. This actually needs to go here. That's my concern. I think I put that green one too far in. We'll see in a second. So where are the holes for this one going to be? Okay, I see a hole here. And it's going to have to tie it. Unless I've got another hole over here. I do! Perfect! Fabulous! Okay. I'm going to put that in here. Okay. Don't get the matte spray. Don't get the matte spray. Alright, and in it goes. I may have to put one more in front of it. I pray that I'm wrong because I was hoping it would be done. But we shall see. And I'm basically putting this zip tie in sideways. It's not going anywhere because everything's so tight. All right. But again, I needed to cover up the red. There's a little red over there that needed to be covered up. All right, so we're going to put this one in. And I'm anticipating this is going to go right here. Yay! Yes, 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 yes. We want it right there. And it looks like we're going to need just a 4-inch. So let me grab one. Oh, I had 3 over here, but that's okay. All right. And let's see. It'll be right here. Okay. All right. Let's bring that in. All right. Do we have another 6-inch? I do. Let me grab the 6-inch instead. It's always handy to have a whole bunch of them on hand. All sorts of different lengths. I would always recommend having 4 inches, 6 inches, and 8 inches on hand. And I go back and forth between what I use. I've seen the orange cap, and no, I haven't. I've always had good experiences with my Krylon spray. So I'm kind of like, if I've had such a good experience, I don't really see the need to change it. So, but I have heard people use the orange one. So, okay. There we go. And snip him off. Okay. Move that eye back. Move this one back too. Oh gosh. Love, 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 love. Gosh, guys. I'm loving it, loving it, loving it, loving it. Okay, I'm about to back y'all out in just a second. Okay, we need to attach the beak. So let me go grab the beak that's been drying. All right. I'm going to start zooming y'all out now. If I can. I think y'all are zoomed out. Okay. All right. We're going to go down a little. Okay. So basically, this is going to be our beak. It's actually a floral piece, part of a fern. So it's got wire going straight down the middle. This is where I got it from. Let me pull it out. Because it comes in like a set of 5 or 6. Here we go. So I got this at Michael's. And it's a tropical one. So, but you can see it comes with one. It's basically fans itself out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. So it has 7 pieces on here. And when I saw it, I was like, oh my God, hummingbird beak. And if you have wire cutters, you don't have to use this full whole long thing. You know, you can just cut it down to the size that you want, spray paint it, bada bing, bada boom. And I mean, this makes 8 of them. So let's put that one back in. Okay, so now, and this is the part where I'll probably stick it on there, and then from time to time, I need my thingy. I'm too short, y'all. There. I'm like, I'm too short. I can't see. I'm probably going to add a few more petals over here. I'm looking over here. I'm not going to do it while y'all are here. I'm going to end up doing it later on this evening, probably. What I'm trying to remember is, where's his beak go? I think his beak goes right around here, right? I think. I'm going to put it on sideways, though. It could go that way, though. I don't know. We'll just stick it on there, and we will see. The thing is I wanted my curve, so I think I'm going to go on here sideways. It doesn't make sense down here. It looks like it's better right around here. Okay. All right. Let's take a look at where my lines are, because I'm going to put some zip ties through there to hold his beak in place. So we're going to take 2 zip ties, and right around this part, I'm going to put my fingers here. Let's flip him over, guys. Okay. And it looks like right around here is where we want to attach him. So I'm going to put a zip tie through here. Try not to get stuck on the canvas. And then I'm going to come over a little bit, because like I said, I mean, it's a little on the heavy side. I'm going to put a zip tie through here too. Okay. Then we're going to move him out a little bit. We're going to attach him. Let's see here. I guess it doesn't really matter, but I do like, this one shows this part, so I'm going to go for this side. Let's see here. Okay, there we go. Okay, all right, and we are going to put him right here, and if I have to change it later, I'll change it later, whatever. And we're going to zip tie that shut to hold it into place. That's the theory. Find a pick of the bird, go from there. I know, right? So if I have to move this around afterwards, it's just, I'm on here right now, so hopefully I chose the right location. It's a zip tie, y'all. I mean, with the zip tie, you just take it off. Not a big deal. Okay. And here we go. So if I don't like the location, I'll just move it. Not a big deal. I don't like the fact it's bendy. I feel like it needs to be bumped up a little bit. Let me put another zip tie. And we are going to use this one to kind of push him up a little bit, per se. All right. There we go. And I'm going to wrap this around. There we go. Just for right now. Just for right now. We can move everything around later. Not a big deal. All right. And you can see from the back, Uh-oh, he's getting hit. I'm just going to take pictures of the back because it's easier to see this way. For the most part, this row I stayed with the board. Looks like this row I stayed with the board. Over here at the eyeball is where I had to get creative. So the beak is right at the ruby area. Okay, well then let's pray I did it correctly, y'all. Right, roundabouts. I did it roundabouts correctly. Now there are a few pieces. I do want to add a little bit more to this, but I'm not going to make y'all wait for me while I sit here doing it because we got the gist of what we wanted done. So now I'm going to move him to the floor in a second so you guys can see him. And again, in here in the middle, we're putting part of a styrofoam ball in here. So ignore this whole mess right here because we're putting something in here. This is going to be covered up by at least a good 2-inch something, 2.5-inch something. And curve it since it has wire. I could. Yeah, that's why I'm like, I think I did it. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, y'all. Okay. I'm going to move him to the floor. There's a few pieces on him I want to add, and I'll talk y'all through it. And I'm about to take that camera down and move it so that you guys can see. Yeah. All right, so let's put him down here. Sorry if I'm poking my butt at you. Don't mean to. It's just he's so big, I don't have anything to hang him off of. And I don't think he'll fit on the door over there. He may fit on the door. Hold on. Let's do that. Let's move him this way. Sorry about the trash can over there. I'm going to move y'all out this way. I'm trying to get it to where you guys can see without it being on the floor. And we'll see what happens. Okay. Let's take... I don't think he's going to show. We'll see. Ah, here we go. I got an idea. Give me a second. Oh. Okay. Okay. I think that's going to work. All right, but then I have to put a piece of I have to put something on him. Hold up. Okay. Do we have something on here that I can hang you from? And you can put him at an angle. I'm just hanging him up so that we can try to semi-see him. Okay? All right. Give me a second. I'm going to move the camera too, y'all, so just bear with me. This is about it. We're going to put him right here in front of the ladybug because I don't know where else to put him. Oh, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. All right. Okay. All right. I don't know if this is going to make any sense, but we're going to do it the best that we can. All right. There. Let's back it up. All right. Let's try to zoom him in a little. Here. I got another idea. There. Try to bring y'all up to eye level on him. Okay. That's about the best I can do, y'all. I can't do any better for right now. I can get a better picture later. And it doesn't help the fact that there's a ladybug behind here. But that's basically what he looks like. You can move this around a little bit. What I want to do to finish him, obviously we got to put his eyeball in, y'all. And down here, there's actually, I left about a 2-inch space at the very, very end so that I can attach that 21-inch mesh that I talked to y'all about. I'm going to take 4 pieces, 2 of the metallic emerald and 2 of the ombre, and we're going to attach it down here at the end. The only other thing I do, so we're going to do that. Then we're going to put his eyeball in right here. 1. I want to add probably 1, maybe another white, and another little red right around here to kind of round him out a little more. But that's it, guys. Our little hummingbird is done. So I hope y'all like him. He was a lot of fun. He had to take a little bit of patience though, didn't he? So I hope y'all guys enjoyed it. I hope y'all like it. I'll get a better picture of him later. But yeah, so that's our little guy over there. And yeah, I think some mesh wings. And honestly, when I hang him up, I think when we hang him, I think he needs to be, instead of being up and down, maybe put him, oh Lord have mercy, I'm going to fall. I think maybe put him sideways a little bit more, you know, like tilt him is what I'm trying to say, tilt him. And then obviously I think his mouth needs to go up just a teeny tiny bit. It's hard to tell from here, but on a door it would look a lot better. So I'm going to take him down, I'm going to put him on my door, and then that way you guys can see him and it'll be like, look even better. So I hope y'all can see, and I hope y'all enjoyed it. I know the color's a little off, but there is our hummingbird. Still needs tail feathers, a little more around the front of the head right there, and he needs the middle of his eyeball. Thank y'all so much. I'm so glad that y'all enjoyed it. Yeah, we do need more light. I'm going to get y'all more light. I'm going to take a picture, and it's just in here. That's about all I got. So, yeah. So we'll get more light. I'll take him outside. I'll get a picture that way. I just want to put an eyeball on him. I do need more light. Yes, I think that's about all I can get right now, though. But I really, really, really hope y'all love them. I am going to make kits. So, yes, there's going to be a kit for him. But y'all got to give me probably a good week and a half to try to get that done. Because I want to get it to where, you know, I think a kit where he's about this long is about the perfect size. I don't know what that is, 3 feet maybe, but I think that would be a perfect size. So yeah, so he is done almost, and once I add the additions I'll post it on there. Hope y'all love it. I hope y'all have a wonderful Saturday afternoon. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll be happy to answer them. Next week Thursday we're going to do the buttercup, and then Saturday night we'll do the 2 daisies, because the daisies are so easy, so quick and simple, that you can get 2 of them done in an hour easily. Okay, we're just going to be using big burlap rolls with it. So have a great Saturday. I'm going to go shopping and try to find our little Hummer and eyeball. So have a great one. I'm so glad you guys were in, and take care. Love y'all. Take care.